Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. We're on the last leg of our Scotland adventure and we're back in Glencoe. It's the middle of the day, it's about 11:30 and we're going to see if we can find some images throughout the rest of this day. So not relying on sunrise and sunset light, but just dappled light and some moody clouds and trying to find some nice foreground and stuff. But it's a lot less snowy than it was in the last episode that I showed you from Benkapur, and that was actually only filmed 2 days ago. So it's a big change. A lot of the snow on the ground has melted. There's still a snow line and the snow is still capping the tops of the mountains, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to crack on and see what we can find today. But it's good to be back in Glencoe. So we found these gorgeous waterfalls. They must have a name because this is just a gimme composition. If you do know what they're called, just drop it down below. But look at this, stunning view. It's just started snowing again, more of a sleety sort of snow. It'd be nice if it dumps it down with snow and I'll try and capture some of that snow. But 16 to 35 here, super wide, capturing all of the waterfalls below. Quite a wide shot at the moment. I'm going to go in closer in a moment and find some more intimate compositions. But yeah, wide composition set up at the moment, capturing the water running all the way down through, snaking down through the bottom of the composition, and then up to the glorious Three Sisters in the background. Nothing really going on in the sky, but I'm not really that fussed about it because the main bit here is the composition and these waterfalls, and they're a gorgeous dark turquoisey blue colour. And it just contrasts really well against this dark orangey browny grass that's all over Glencoe. And then the snow-capped mountains just finishes it off. It's like icing on a cake. So settings wise, I've got a 6-stop ND in at the moment, a 3-stop soft, just bringing back the sky. Although there's nothing there, it's just darkening out the top because it's just going up and it's really bright because it's the middle of the day. 13 seconds f16, ISO 50, touch of polarization, 2-second timers as always, and press the shutter button and let the magic happen, it says. Nice image from at the top, and we're down the bottom now, and this is where the 16 to 35 really comes into its own. I'm having to focus stack a few images as well because we've got really close foreground like this here, and then obviously the mountains in the far distance. So I'm taking a series of like 3 or 4 images, focusing once here, maybe once about here, and once over here somewhere, and then maybe finally right up on the peaks of the mountains. And that's just making sure that primarily right at the front of the image, right down in the corners, is nice and sharp, that is closest to the lens, and then the very far distance is nice and sharp as well. It's really beautiful down here now. It's like a sleety snow. We're getting some really nice images, and like I said before, the colour of the water is so blue and it contrasts really well against the rest of the scene. So I'll take a couple of images, I'll put the settings up on screen for you guys, and I'll let you look at this place a bit more because it's just stunning. been down here maybe about half an hour to an hour now, just rattling off shots, different compositions, and I really like, I've got a landscape orientation shot set up now, so I'll pop this one up on screen for you guys again in a moment. But this spot is amazing because you kind of beat the crowds. The crowds aren't here. It's Saturday today, so there's a lot of people about, especially at the honeypot locations, and this location is brilliant. It's just me and Paul, and no one else is here, and it's a bit out of the way, it's a bit hard to get to. It's quite slippery, I fell over a couple of times, but it's an amazing composition. These snow-capped mountains, like I said earlier on, it's just like icing on a cake. It just finishes off the top of the frame and finishes off the image. So I've got, like I said, a landscape orientation shot set up, and this is where 16-35 really comes into its own. It has been an absolute asset on this trip, and this is shot at 16mm f14, and I'm finding that it's tack sharp pretty much front to back anyway. I'm focusing on some foreground rocks that's about a third into the frame, so I'm focusing about here on f14 and exposing for about 8 seconds, and it seems to be sharp from front right to back, so I'm not going to worry about focus stacking it. There is a time and a place for focus stacking in images. This shot you don't really need to focus stack. So 2-second timers as always. There's a 6-stop ND, 3-stop soft, a touch of polarization, and the polarizer is really bringing out the detail in the clouds and cutting through the water and letting you see that blue water come through. ISO 50, 8 seconds, 2-second timers as always, and yeah, let's capture that moment, and I'll pop it up on screen for you guys in about 2 seconds. So a couple of really decent shots from this location. It's a dreamy location, so it's near impossible to not get something decent. We're wrapping up now. It's about 1 in the middle of the day, so it's nice being able to shoot in the middle of the day. We're going to go and make some coffee and maybe head up towards Glencoe and beyond and see if there's anything there for sunset. But it's been a wicked trip so far, and as you can see, that 16-35 really does come into the world of its own, and I must get one. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up here from Glencoe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do consider clicking subscribe below. Give us a like, tell us what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.